This model kit review is of the English Electric Canberra, and it's by Airfix. It's a 1/48 scale model, and gives you several different options to build. And it's a fairly large box. Let's look at this side here. Gives you some of the dimensions of the model and the different options you can build. Let's have a look inside. A very large decal sheet. We'll have a look at that in a minute. Lots of parts here. Looks like we have also some really big wings. So looking here, you can see a lot of surface detail. These are all recessed lines. I don't see any rivet lines though, so those may need to be added. Looks like we have a lot of bombs. We have rockets, rocket pods. And we have our engine intakes and exits. Here's the other side of the bombs. Looks like we also have some missiles. It's all fairly well molded. There's not a lot of surface detail. But there may be some over here. Looks like our flaps, and looks like seats maybe. Wheels, they have some nice detail there. And there's some landing gear and wheel well. Here are the other wheel wells. These look like they're fairly well molded. We have some pilot figures. Look at those. And some fuel tanks. And we have some parts for the cockpit with some nice molding here for the sides, and additional parts for the engine. Here we have our fuselage, also recessed panel lines, but no rivet lines. We'll have to have a look for those on the real plane. Here are our canopy glass, nicely molded. This is an absolutely enormous decal sheet, and it just depends on which version you're going to build. So the Argentinian version, Australian version, and the British version. That's a tremendous amount of detail on those lines there. And it looks like we have a correction sheet here, looking at the different weapon systems. Here we have the painting and decal guide for option A. Looks like that is one of the British versions there. Here's option B, another British version. Here's an Australian version. And lastly, this version here for the Argentinian, or the Argentine version. Let's have a look at our instructions here. So you start off with our pilot figures, cockpits, build that out. Looks like we have 3 figures there. Then our bomb bay, fuselage then goes in. Goes in the fuselage, put the fuselage together. Wings then get put together with the wing wells, with the wheel wells. Starting to build the engines. And then fuel tanks, wings going on fuselage, and the tail and stabilizer being put together. Those then go on the fuselage, putting the wheels and landing gear together. Putting that on the plane. Then the bomb bay doors can be open or closed. And then all the different weapon systems. And different options. And then bombs. And I guess this is when the correction will come together or come out. Flaps going to be down or up. And then last few pieces on there. So I guess that's the correction for here. All in all, fair level of detail, lots of decals, and should be a good build.